Are you afraid of having back pain when you deadlift? I'm gonna show you 3 moves that you can do to fix your back pain, no matter what you're going through, and fix your deadlift. So you can be confident in deadlift like a champ. Let's get to it. First things first, we gotta diagnose why your problem is happening. Now, ResetU Fitness, we do this overhead squat test with a broomstick or a PVC pipe. It'll tell you everything you need to know. Now, there's only a couple of spots that can really mess you up when you're doing a deadlift. When you do your squat test, if you squat and you have the bar go forward at all, it basically means that you have tight hips or tight ankles. Now, if you have tight hips, tight ankles, as you try to lift the bar, you're going to shift forward, and you're going to round your spine. So we're gonna fix that. The only other spot that you can hit during the deadlift, because it is a full body movement, is your T-spine or mid-spine here, from like your neck to like your lower back here. If that is tight and the muscles around it are tight, it'll round your back and you have a problem there too. So we're gonna start at the ankles, work our way to the hips, and end with the T-spine. Then try your deadlift again. First thing we're gonna do is an ankle mobilizer stretch. So we're gonna pull back the shin, open up space in the front of the ankle, and then push the knee over the top, just like so. You wanna do this about 10 times. Now the calves are probably tight as well, so we're gonna work on that too. This is to mobilize the ankle joint itself. Then I would go into like a downward dog calf stretch. Do a calf raise. Hold it for about 5 seconds. And then stretch. Try to get a 15 to 30 second stretch afterwards. Now, depending on how tight your ankles are, I would do this 2 to 3 times on each ankle before you start to begin. Then move on to the hips. The 2 biggest spots that are gonna get tight on your deadlift are your hip flexors and your hip capsule. So we're gonna loosen them both up. The first one is just a simple hip flexor lunge stretch. Go into a 90-degree angle with your hip, arms above your head, push your hip forward, tighten this back glute, tighten your abs, keep your spine straight and neutral, hold for about 30 seconds and then rotate over the front. Obviously do both sides. And then we're gonna work to your hip capsule stretch. Now the hip capsule, it's a ball and socket joint and it can get tight with a lot of glute muscle around it. And that can cause sciatic pain, those zingers that you get. We're gonna do a 90-90 stretch for that. So it is basically what it sounds like. 2 90-degree angles. Now you may be able to only get this far in the stretch, but the goal is to get your spine perpendicular. So come perpendicular to the ground, use your opposite arm to push you into the stretch, and then using your knees, push into the ground. This is gonna activate the muscles around your pelvis. Then release and lightly push down your back hip. What this is doing is pushing down this femur bone here, this ball and socket joint, and loosening it up. Obviously with this stretch, I would do about 5 times and then switch, so you're doing both sides. Now we've done all this work, there's one more spot that can mess up during your deadlift. The T-spine. So your T-spine is the vertebrae from about where your neck starts to right where my hand is at. That area of spine gets really tight and rounded from playing on your cell phone, staying at a desk. We're going to open it up with this one move. So go to all fours, flex your stomach, make a 90-degree angle with your front arm, touch the opposite elbow, and lift up and rotate. Do about 10 of these, nice and slow, each side. And you should feel it open up. Now, one side may feel more restricted. If it does, go see one of our shoulder videos, because that's a shoulder issue. Now retest. Now with all your joints mobilized, the only thing you're missing is stability, which is the resistance training. Retest. If the squat is better now, and you could squat and the bar stays straight, that means you're ready to do your deadlift and not have to worry about lower back pain. You're welcome. Now, if this video brought you value, make sure you share it.